Hello. Sorry, that's some stuff. Honey Bunch, where have you been? Hope you're doing well, sweetie. Icon, oh my gosh, I haven't seen you guys forever. Nice to see you. This is cool. StreamYard now has music you can play. F FJB, that's right. I agree, 100%. Tell me if you like this song. I'm just gonna say our hellos for a minute. How are you guys? Yeah, I'm not gonna talk too much about him, but that guy just been busy. I get it. Me too, honey. Very busy. Working on me. You know that song from Sunday school? He is working on me. Hey, Paul. I like that FJB. I don't know how that guy can't get out two sentences. One sentence. Follow me on my TikTok. Paul, what's my TikTok? Oh, here it is. $2021, I think. Who is that guy? What guy, Christola? Have you been following? Yes. Isn't that crazy? I think this is that's my TikTok. I believe it's 2021. Who is what guy? Hey, Native. Nice to see you. I'm on a little late tonight. I wasn't going to come on, but I started getting on remember I told you guys probably 3 weeks ago, 3 or 4 weeks ago, my green screen lights came in and stuff. So I tried setting up the lights. I got the lights set up, but I haven't figured out how I'm going to do the green screen because it's going to take up half the room probably. So I'll show you. Native. I'm going to highlight that one. You're going to bed? Okay, honey. Sweet dreams. I hope you're doing okay. Okay, look. These are the lights I got. They're pretty big. It's going to take up half of my room once I put the green screen in. So these are the lights. They're pretty big. And there's a big, huge bulb inside there. So, I don't know. It's going to be a challenge. Definitely going to be a challenge. I don't know. Y'all said. Oh, when I said that guy we're talking about, I don't even want to say his name. I can turn off this music now, guys. I'm sorry. I was just listening to it for a minute. We were talking about, hey, Clance. Hey, Picker. So we were talking about JB. You guys know who JB is. You know who JB is. So I have the things that are most special to me right here. I'll show you guys. I still gotta figure it out, but that is what E&A Mom made for me right here. I tried to hang it up, but I gotta glue the bottom part. And then my daughter got me this. It says, "I'll always be your little girl. You'll always be my hero." And then Coffee got me these candles. And my daughter got me this for Christmas. And I believe I bought those at the store. And I want to hang this up. I had it downstairs, but I think I'm going to hang it up on that wall over there. Doesn't quite match the decor, but I gotta have that up. Then I've got my stereo, my turntable over there. And then, I don't know, I need to get a new desk. I got a lot I'm trying to do. This is like the least important to me right now. Like trying to get, you're not a believer. Are you Christola? Is this really Christola or is this a troll account? You guys, can someone check if that's really her? Because it's not the same picture and it doesn't sound like how she typically talks. So I'm sorry, I'm non-stress relief right now. I don't know what you mean, hon. Mailman? So anyways, and I'm trying to get this all set up right. I'm going to probably bring in my little turquoise, cute little nightstand thing over here. Your hubby is taking charge of the. Oh, good. So you can have a little mommy time without the kiddos. So I just came on. I just want to talk about a couple things, you guys. Let you guys know what I'm doing, where I've been, what I've been doing, and what my future plans are, and possibly somebody else in here. We've talked about it. Picker, I've looked up a few things, and I'm sure you have too. We've been doing a little research on some stuff, and we kind of shared that with you guys a little bit. But I think until we're ready to roll it out, we'll just keep it locked in a box for now. Locked up, throw away the key. Nothing's wrong. That's just how Aussies reply to that question. Hey, Crown. Okay, what are you guys doing tonight? Since I've been using that shampoo and conditioner that I got, that's $28 a bottle. You guys notice my hair's grown? Look at that. Aw. Native, I really almost didn't because I'm like, it's so late, for people. Like here, it's only 8:40, but we're 8, 9, 10, 11. So it's almost midnight where other people are. And then if you're on the other side of the world, then it's in the afternoon, I think. We had some sunshine today, you guys. It was awesome. Oh, this is my mama. I put this here because this is my mama. I've shown you. Look at how beautiful she was. Look at that smile. My daughter looks a lot like my mom. Okay, Crystal. I just want to make sure no one was making an account. 342. Okay. So that's my mommy. And then I've got I love my little stones here. Crystals. I love these. So I put these here. And then, what's her name? Sue got me this bracelet a long time ago. See, people don't really probably think that I remember everything that you guys have gotten me. And you guys have gotten me some amazing things. Like Dari, I use this Bible all the time. She got me this beautiful Bible. I know I've shown it to you guys a million times. She got me this amazing microphone. Like, everybody has been so kind to me, and you're all very much appreciated. Just know that. My hair looks healthy. Thank you, Crown. I mean, I had dyed it for the first time probably like 6 months ago, and I regret it because the difference between how my hair was starting to look, the dark, it was looking really shiny and healthy. And then I went and dyed it, and I really should not have done that because I could feel the difference between the grow out and then this. So I am not doing it anymore. Okay, Crystal, I was just looking out for you, honey. I just want to make sure. Yeah, my mama is beautiful. Thank you. Now, listen. When you drink and smoke and abuse your body, it ages you. And my mother drank for 35 years, something like that. Purdue chicken nuggets, ski citrus. Sosa's not here. But guess what, Paul? I had Chick-fil-A today. I had some of their macaroni and their it was their spicy chicken sandwich. Oh my gosh, it was delicious. Are you not showing the one? What Wonder Woman? I don't remember a Wonder Woman outfit. Stop it, Picker. Um, what's that? Oh, yeah. Okay. Anyways, so you know, how I always say, well, quite often say squirrel because I am always getting distracted. It's funny now when you notice other people saying it, but you didn't notice them saying it before. Just like, say, when you get a new car and then you all of a sudden start seeing those cars out. It's weird. I know. I told my daughter, well, tomorrow's my son's 24th birthday, you guys. My daughter just turned 22. My son's turning 24. And then no more birthdays until my birthday. Well, my husband's, but that one doesn't count. Yeah, no, that one doesn't count. But the Chick-fil-A sauce is really good. Jalapeno. I don't think they're going to come out with the jalapeno M&Ms for Cinco de Mayo, you guys. The last couple of years, they haven't. Bella Sosa, and you should love. I'm sure my son's going to ask, Mom, will you watch Sosa for me on my birthday, which is tomorrow? So I might end up having Sosa tomorrow. Sosa, I tell you, that dog wears me the hell out. He's huge. He's heavy as hell. He's got so much energy. He always wants to go for walks. And listen, this dog has gotten down our path. So I'll either take him down across the street and down this long private road, right? And then turn around, go to the end, turn around and come back. Or I'll take him out to the corner. I'll take him out on the main road and then go up around in a few neighborhoods and come back. Now I'll take him, when I take him down across the street, down that private road and come back, and I come back to turn down our road, he's like, we're not done. And he pulls me, telling me I'm not ready to go home. I want to go this way. We walked probably for 1.5 miles the last day I had him. And I'm like dying by the time we got back. Literally, I was exhausted because that was a day. It was really cold. My fibro was acting up, my arthritis. I couldn't move my hands. And I'm like, he had to stop and sniff and smell everything every 2 feet. But you know what? That's the sacrifice we make when we love something or someone. How old is Sosa? Sosa is 2 years and 3 months. Sorry. Yeah, 2 years and 3 months. So he's still pretty young, but he is settling down. He loves to be right on top of me. My husband doesn't get the concept people clone people. Oh, yeah, they do. They do. They do. What was I hearing? What was I listening to? You guys, Sosa is 5? No. Sosa's 2 years and 3 months. So I was just going to say, you guys, I can't talk about this topic too much because, YouTube doesn't like it. But I'm telling you, we're in trouble. Our country is in big trouble. So Sosa is son. Sosa's my baby, Cristola. Sosa's my grandbaby. I'm getting all jealous. I remember Coffee used to say, send him to me. I'm like, okay, because he was like so young and he was exhausting me. But now I'm like, no way I would send my baby. stay focused. Bella, focus. Okay. What was I just talking about? Oh, yeah. Prepare, you guys. Don't go crazy, though, like at the beginning of COVID, but prepare. Get food that will last, rice, beans, things like that. And just little by little, when you go to the store, if you can afford it, buy a few extra things and stock up, because you don't want to be caught with your pants down. I mean, some do, some might not mind, but native, and that's the thing. It's the way things are going, and the people that are in control of everything. Yeah, it's getting pretty scary, and it's not a conspiracy theory that things are going down the tubes quick. That's not a conspiracy theory. It's the truth. A lot of things have come to fruition that I and many other people have talked about. And everybody would say, you're just a conspiracy theorist. But no, no. Yes, Crown. So just be prepared, you guys. Make sure you have what you need to protect your family. If you live alone, definitely make sure you have protection. I cannot believe I've been, simply because my pug is a white flag. Because my puke is, I don't understand, Cristola. I've really cut back on my vaping, you guys. I'm very proud of myself. Hey, Anitra. Hi, sweetheart. I've missed you too. Government is supposed to shut down. Oh no, yeah. You guys, yeah. Follow him go to my TikTok. If you're not following me there on my TikTok, that's where I post my political stuff. So if you're into politics, we can't really talk about it here. So go on my TikTok and you'll get my view on politics if you don't already know. But one book that I came across, I think I shared this with you guys a couple of years ago. And it also has a CD that came with it. Oh, here it is right here. How to Overcome the 5 Sins. Now listen, not everybody is going to agree with this kind of a book or these values. I got this book when I was attending a Baptist church. We went to that Baptist church. Oh, your keyboard's new? Okay, honey. Have a good night. Get some rest. What color lights? Well, they're just the bright light bulbs right now. Do you notice a difference in the coloring now, or no? Can you tell any different? So I could use my new computer, but I'm not happy with that computer either. I'm saving. I want to get a Dell, definitely. Dell computer. I'm not crazy on these HPs at all. The last 2 computers I've had have been HP. So when I get a Dell, I'm going to give the new computer I got to my daughter because she's a student and she's a college student, and her computer that we got her's probably ready to die. So anyways, this book I got, The 5 Sins of Christian Women. This I read, but I don't even remember it. Like, I remember parts of it, but I don't remember. I read so many books when I was going to that church. This is a pretty good saying. Trouble comes to the saved and to the unsaved, but the way you react to that trouble will gain the attention of the whole world. Because I've been struggling with watching certain people that come on and talk about, or just in life, they talk about how, some strobe lights. I want my pole, girl. Here. If anyone wants to, if anyone wants to donate towards my stripper pole, it's a joke. I seriously want one for exercise though. Picker, you're supposed to be handling that for me. I'm just kidding. Anyways, the light looks good on you, but the wall is a little gray. Needs some pink. Yeah, I need to put some color behind me. I do have some colored bulbs I could use. That would make it. Oh, you're 52 now, Anitra? When was your birthday? You're younger than me, girl. When was your birthday, honey? Oh, Coffee's got my stripper pole? Nice. Well, I'll never get that back. No. Okay. So, anyways, it's frustrating to me. I want to ask you guys. Okay. This is something that you guys need to think about and answer. Okay. So, one thing, if there's somebody in your life, in your past, in your current life, on YouTube, aw, Anitra, happy birthday to you. We're late. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Anitra. Happy birthday to you. And many more. We missed your birthday, Anitra. What'd you do for your birthday? Okay, I can't look at the chat, you guys. I'm sorry. I do very well when I don't look at the chat. But I love reading the chat. I always have, and you guys know that. I've always been on top of this chat since day one. Okay. Listen, now, when you have someone in your life, a boyfriend, a girlfriend, a husband, a wife, a lover, brother, sister, anybody that's been a part of your life, and say they are a total disaster. Say they're a train wreck. They are just a nightmare. They've been horrible to people. They've been nasty. They've given out people's information. They've lied on people. They've tried to make people's lives miserable. And then they say, okay, I'm done with that. And then they do it again. And, sometimes worse, sometimes the same. And then they say, okay, I'm done. I'm done with it. And then they do it again. The point is, for me, if somebody continues to do that and then say they're going to stop and then they do it again, they're going to stop and then they keep doing that. Don't you think at some point people give up on trying to believe a word you say, or they don't want to have anything to do with you because of the nightmare that you've been, and you can't be trusted because it's like the little boy who cried wolf, right? So I'm learning, people in my life or people I watch on YouTube, I'm learning that you can't trust people. I mean, and that's a terrible thing to say, but I feel like a lot of people on YouTube, especially, they're a character. A lot of people are just a character. And they will say whatever they need to say to get you to believe them, to get you to watch them, to get you to give them money, right? They will say whatever they have to say for that day. So who do you trust? Who do you trust? And in life, if it's somebody that's been in your real life, same thing. You get family members who use you. You get family members who lie to you. Family members who abuse you, take advantage of you. My eyes are like totally open to this now, where before they weren't. I was so unhealthy emotionally and mentally that I couldn't even notice when someone was betraying me or trying to take advantage of me. And now it's like, it's amazing how I can see it like right away. And I'm not trying to be negative. I'm just saying, if any of you guys have had that same problem, that you've never had boundaries and you just kind of trust everybody and you believe what everybody says and you always want to see the best in people, you don't have to. That doesn't make you a better person just because you want to see the best in people. That's right. Right, Anitra and Picker. Yes. Supporting those with continued bad behavior is enabling, and that's not good. Anitra says there have been many people like that in my life. Infinite Beauty, hi. She says, shit, my phone just went flying in the air and across the room. I was frantically trying to lower the volume while you were singing happy birthday. Woke up my brother-in-law. Oh, no. And what a way to wake up to Bella's voice. Yikes. Hooked up to the TV. Oh, it's hooked up to the TV. Oh, you're watching me on TV? I feel special, Infinite. How are you, honey? So I've never been good with boundaries. And now I'm really learning them. And I'm so proud of myself about that. I've always been a yes gal, you know? Even though I absolutely did not want to do something and I would cry sometimes because I was dreading it so much, but there I would go doing it. And all I'd want to do is sleep, or all I'd want to do is something for myself. And nope, I would be running around ragged for everybody else. And guess what? When I was doing that, I was not happy at all. Not whatsoever. When you live to just please everybody else, your gas tank gets ending up on empty. Your water glass ends up being empty. And then when you don't have anybody to help refill that tank or that glass of water, what happens? You don't get it refilled. So then you're continually running on empty, continually doing. And so it takes from the reserve, right? It takes from your reserve. And we need our reserve for ourselves. My kids, a perfect example. My son, he was hard sometimes. He was so materialistic when he was young. And I know what it was. It was he wasn't getting the love and attention from his father that he really craved. I mean, he got it from me, but he needed that from his father. And being his father was in the home, my son felt rejected. Hey, Carly, nice to see you back, hon. So when my son, wasn't getting that attention from his father, it's not like his father was out of the picture. His father was in the home, but ignored him. And so that hurt him a lot. He wanted to do father-son stuff. Now, they did sometimes, but it was all when my son is the one who suggested it, and it was like a chore for my husband. And I'm not bashing on my husband. He's got reasons why he was the way he is, but so what my son did is he thought things would make him happy. And because I felt so bad that this was happening to him, I tried to make up for it by doing everything for him. What a mistake. Like my counselor said, she said, I know it hurts to see your children cry and hurt like that, but what you needed to do was let him feel, you needed to allow him to feel that experience, that felt experience from his father. He needed to learn how to feel that pain. And I'm like, are you kidding? There's no way. There's no way I could let him feel that way. Don't cast your pearls before swine. Holy Bible. It's hard to say no to people sometimes. Hi, Carly throws a pillow at Picker. Infinite. So I don't know why I'm talking about that. Anyways, because I'm sure there's other people that have gone through the same thing. And even though I thought I was doing the right thing for my son by getting him every pair of shoes he wanted, or letting him have McDonald's every day, or, catering to him, that doesn't make me a good mom. Even though everybody that we know and my kids tell me what a wonderful mother I am, I've made mistakes. And those mistakes, even though they're not detrimental, they're things that don't help. So if you have a child that is lacking, missing emotional love and attention from a parent, don't go overboard and try to make up for it, give them everything they want, because it doesn't work. I did the same thing with my children. There's no need to feel guilty. You're a wonderful mom. Aw, thank you, Carly. Thank you. Hi, Mark. Ahoy there. And my son, to this day, he has some emotional issues. He's got ADHD. He's got, I think I've seen him kind of depressed sometimes. Thank you, Native. You guys are so sweet. But I don't know. There comes a time when we look back and we start, don't cry. 2, honey. I have a boy and a girl. You have 4 men. Wow, that's a handful. We just go through these emotions, and we think back and we think, man, if I would have done this different. But we can't do that. When we find ourselves feeling guilty, and I've been talking to my counselor about this, she's like, you can't do that to yourself, You did. She's like, you got to look at how you broke the cycle of where you came from. Sure, you made mistakes. Every parent does. No parent's perfect. But you got to give yourself credit for the amazing things you did do for those kids. And it's true. You do. Not easy being a parent. Many of us make mistakes as parents. Yes. Matter of fact, we all make mistakes. I saw the replay. Thanks for showing me your car. I missed it real time. Okay, good. I posted it up for you, hon. So, and then for my daughter, I felt the guilt that my son took so much of my energy and she didn't. My daughter was such an easy child. She didn't ask for anything. She didn't complain about anything. And that was harmful to her also. Because you know how when you have one child that requires more attention, they're more needy, they they don't do as good in school, so you're down at the school trying to help them, talking to counselors, and I had to do all that with my son. My daughter was an easy breezy girl. We're talking about different stuff. Hey, B lady, we're talking about raising kids right now. And so, you know, I definitely had to be there a lot for my son at school. He barely graduated. Um, he had to make up like 12 credits. They wanted to try to send him to an alternative school. You know, alternative school where they send kids who skip school, who do drugs, that kind of stuff. I was like, no, he's not going there. You are not sending him to an alternative school. He doesn't belong in an alternative school. And I said, you're really going to give up on my kid? What? Because you have to have a certain amount of kids graduate from high school, from, you know, you don't want it to look bad. I'm like, you're not giving up on him, and neither am I. And I went in there and I was upset. And lo and behold, I didn't give up on him, and the boy graduated high school. It wasn't easy raising 4 children, especially when I became a widow at a young age. I just turned 52. Aw, Carly, I'm so sorry, honey. But you raised them on your own. That's something to be very proud of. That's got to be rough. Everybody has a story. And there's always a story worse than ours. There's always somebody out there who is having it harder than we are, or have had it harder than we have. I don't think there's anything as a child or a young lady. Oh, I know she started a new job, B lady. I haven't talked to her in a while. I have her little sign up she made me though, right there. People get busy, you know. So I don't think there's anything when it comes to being raised that I didn't experience, except like I was never like locked in a basement or, you know, starved or anything like that. That I was not. But I saw, who was I talking to the other night? I was talking to somebody and we were talking about, you know, different things that we've gone through. And some of the things that I saw, I would die if my kids ever saw or went through. And that was my goal as a mom, is to that is odd. Well, hopefully she will show. Yeah, hopefully she will. That was my goal as a mom, is to be nothing like my mom. My goal was to break the cycle of abuse, molestation, you know, alcoholism, all of that stuff was in my childhood. And I swore my kids are never going to have to go through that. Out of my 4 sons, my firstborn boy was a handful and still is. Trust me, all 3 sons, the easygoing. My son still is a handful sometimes. You want another baby, Native? I'll pray for that, honey. The kids today, you guys, I tell you, kids today, it's terrible. Kids today, a lot of kids today have no work ethic. You know, there's a certain creator who talks about she's a single mom and, you know, people on YouTube need to give her money because she's a single mom. Well, two of her kids are almost 18. And I'm thinking, are they not working? Like, what are they doing? You know what I mean? Like, kids should work. I worked, like I said, I've been out of the house since I was 15. I've had to I've had to work since then. She should be quiet. Let's get her. I know thank you, Picker. Um, Cash App isn't blue. How do you make it blue, Picker? I know everyone asks me how to share it in the to make it blue. Thank you so much. Trust me, it was a rough road. I still have problems with my firstborn. He's just too much, like it never ends. Well, like with me, my son always needs something from me. He works. He doesn't live at home. I have to say that both of my kids are out on their own. So thank God for that. They, and even through the pandemic, they were back for a little bit and they left again. So that's good that they're able to, be out there and work. And I thought they would never leave. A lot of parents say, "I can't wait until my kids leave," and I'm like, "Are you kidding? Like, I didn't want my kids to leave ever, never." I'm like, I would let them live at home forever, but that wouldn't be doing them any favors. There comes a time though where, to help out, if things get rough, it's okay to let your kids come home for a while. I don't see anything wrong with that. And the reason I don't is because I wish I would have had a parent that would have been there for me, and I didn't. So that's why I'm there so much for my kids. I remember when my husband and I separated the first times, and I thought I was not going to have anywhere to go. And I said something to my mom. Like, she had her house, and my younger brother can live there whenever he wants. He's in his 40s, and he's going to move back home with mama to take care of her. Okay. Anyways, you never want your kids to leave. But, and I even told my mom, I'm like, maybe I'm going to have to go to, I just said this, but I want to see what she'd say. I'm like, maybe I'll have to go to a woman's mission with my kids or something. I didn't know. I kind of just said it to see what she'd say. She's like, oh, I'm sorry, honey. I'm like, seriously, my mom didn't even offer me to go stay with her grandkids, to stay with her for a little while if I needed to. Nope. I wish the best to you and your children sitting there. Thank you. Thank you, Carly. You're so sweet. So I wanted to be nothing like my mom. Not at all. My mom with me was unloving, mean. She was like mommy dearest. I've said it before. She literally came in my room in the middle of the night. She had been drinking. She must have woke up out of a drunken stupor and started taking all my clothes out of my closet, out of my drawers. I had school the next day. Woke me up and said, get up and clean this mess up. And it was like 2 o'clock in the morning, 1:30, something like that. And I've told you guys, I wet the bed until I was like 12 years old. And a lot of times that happens when there's abuse, And I did. And she'd get mad at me. She'd get mad at me. And then my dad would take us to the drive-in movies, and there was like, I say X-rated, but maybe they were R-rated. All I know is there was a lot of nudity in them. And he would sneak us in his Pinto. And he'd sneak us into these drive-ins. And we'd have to, he told my mom he was taking us to a Disney movie or something. And he'd take us to these movies. And I'd piss in his, I peed in the Pinto. when they're living in fear. Right. Mm-hmm. That's right. I mean, some kids have, they end up having a problem with their bladder or whatever, but um me, yeah, that was not. I remember being scared every time I did it because I knew my mom was going to get mad. Your mom is Bite's tongue, not the nicest person in the world. Yeah, and it's crazy because there's a lady here on YouTube that triggers me because she reminds me so much of how my mom acted back in the day. You know, very sexual, in her 40s and like, you know, hooking up with men and drinking and just didn't act like a woman. She's never asked anybody for anything in there all high school. Wow, that's awesome. They're all, you know exactly who I'm talking about? You mean on YouTube, honey? Um, Wait, which one? When I was talking about the single mom or the one that triggers me? Well, both of the people trigger me definitely. Well, and I'm trying not to use names because, I don't want to do that. Don't give her a second of your thought. Yeah. Well, here's the this is here what I was going to talk about. So, when you say I'm a child of God, I love God. This is going to be my ministry, right? Being a motivational speaker, I'm going to try to get young girls to. It's funny because I've talked about that before too. And I tell you, every time I talk about something, this person says the same thing. I remember I used to wet my bed sometimes until 5 years old, but I had a UTI. Like, yeah, 5 isn't too bad, honey. Oh no, here we go again. No, that's not her, honey. That's not that's not who I'm talking about. Anyway, so when you talk about, you have God in your life, you're following his will for your life, but then you talk about how you go to the bars and pick up strange men and bang them and drinking on the weekends all the time and like taking nude pictures and selling them to men. I'm saying that kind of stuff triggers certain people. And I'm getting a lot better about trying not to pay attention to that. But I'm telling you, it's true, B-Lady. Everybody watches a train wreck, Um, YouTube is not real life for 90. Right. Um, but there's certain people, well, like, I felt the same way. I used to say, I can't wait till you all move out. And I was sad when they all got married. I chose to remain a widow by choice. With a mother like that, she had no morals about anything. A lot of people do stay widowed, Carly, and they just choose not to remarry, and that's okay. And that's it, B-Lady. When you see somebody, and I guess it's what triggers me is when you see someone trying to pull the wool over other people's eyes. That's what's annoying. It's when you see people flat out. Hey, Chris, how are you? Hey, peeps, Chris is in the house. Picker, do you want to come up? So, anyways, that's triggering. And are you kidding me? This woman wants to motivate young girls and say what? Oh, yes, read your Bible or pretend to read your Bible. Pretend that, you have God in your life and you're doing his will. But yeah, go take a bunch of, naked pictures and sell them. That it just doesn't, they don't mesh. Those things do not mesh. Native was just bullying. Native, no bullying. I'm just kidding. You can bully Picker. That's okay. It's okay for us to have faults. It's okay for us to have things that we need to change. But then that's what it is. You have things that you're trying to change, right? You're you're following God's will for your life because you're trying to make these changes. But if you're saying, "Oh, I love doing this and this is, me and da da da," then that doesn't mesh. It just doesn't mesh. 99% of the folks on YouTube are trying to pull the wool over a person's eyes. It is a vicious business platform that is not for everyone. Only a few communities where folks meet up, etc. I agree. Liked your hairstyle in the 80s when you showed us the model pics that time. Which one? Oh, ew. That was ugly. Last night I was on a channel chat where folks on panel shaved their heads out of love and support for the channel who is fighting cancer. That's awesome, B lady. Who should? Hold on, these are going. I want to see what she. Some ladies who shaved clean. It was a community I love because they are real. That's amazing. See, I like that. Um, that's awesome. Aw, thank you, Crown. I am. I'm me. I am. And you guys know there's so many donos. Yeah. There's so many cases I could have jumped on and hashtagged. There's so many like creators that I could come on and trash and like, you know, um to make money and to grow my channel. So many that I could, because there's a lot I think, but when that's just not who you are at the core, I feel if that's not who you are at the core, then you can't get it to come out so easily and freely. Right? I don't believe if you really aren't that kind of a person, then it's not so easy for you to do the things you do and say the things you say. That's so sad. I'm so sorry you went through that. It breaks my heart. Made you a strong woman. I absolutely am. And you know what? Thank you, Carly. My daughter is strong too. She is a strong, strong girl. And she knows who she is. She doesn't put up with any crap. She's loving, she's kind, she's smart as hell. She's got a relationship with God. She talks to me about it. She's not one of these like woman's livers and these what do you call them these days? And I think too many women are trying to teach the younger generation to hate men. No way, I'm not going to cook your food. Are you kidding? You want someone to cook your food? Go find someone else. I ain't doing your laundry. Find someone else. Well, what are you good for then? Like, what do you want to do? You don't want to have sex. You don't want to cook. You don't want to do his laundry. But I bet you want him to pay your bills. I bet you want him to give you a nice house and a nice car to drive. Like, I'm sorry. I feel terrible for men these days. Men are getting it from all sides. Politically, they're getting it from women. Nobody Like, nobody finds value in a man anymore. They want you to be sensitive and, that aren't even close to real. I've never heard of drama channel. Well, here's the thing, B lady. These crime channels were drama channels, and they've mixed them. That's why they call them crama channels. It's disgusting. Drama and crime do not go together, especially being 27. How did you know my age, Native? I just don't go to support channels where folks are like that. I love channels that are real. That's good, B lady, that you stay true to what you want. The day when I saw Bella here on YouTube, I thought that she is so genuine and kind. And I was like, oh, you guys, you're going to make me blush. You're going to make me blush. Your daughter does seem to be a very strong person. She is. She's a strong girl. And I'm telling you, when I've been down and I've tried, she'll ask me, Mom, what's wrong? And I'll be like, honey, you don't need to worry about it. She'll be like, no, talk to me. What's wrong? And then because this sounds really stupid, but I'm not used to, or I haven't been used to in my life, anyone asking me, how are you? What's wrong? How are you feeling? Like, do you want to talk? Is there something you need to talk about? Anything? I'm not used to that. So when my daughter would do it, or when my son would stop and say, hey, Mom, as an adult, are you okay? Like, I cry because it's like somebody cares. Has anyone ever felt that before? It's like, it sounds so stupid. And I cry at stupid things on TV. A family having dinner together. I used to bawl at that. Or playing games. Or a father and a daughter having a father-daughter dance. Or a mom and a daughter laying in bed, like watching a movie together. I would cry. Like these happy times on TV, I would cry because I missed all that. I didn't get that. So it not trigger's not the right word. It hit my heart. Talking about the single mom, she's on YouTube. I know about both of them that you're talking. Me too. They call them feminazis. Chris. Yeah, we need some more men. I mean, oh yeah, that's true. They don't like those either. So, subsequently, they destroy you folks, become hooked and depleted. Well, that's why I don't really, B-Lady, when I talk about certain people, that's only even watching them. I can watch them for 10 minutes and come out with exactly what I say. Like, I don't have to sit there and watch somebody hours and hours and hours. I won't do that. I don't have time to do that. But I don't watch them. Like, I'll watch a clip channel because I don't want to give them the view. So I'll watch a clip channel and find out the gist of it. And that's how, who you're talking about, no value in men. I love men and a value. I do too. But there's women that say, we don't need a man. Hi, Sharon. Nice to see you. I love it when someone comes in and says, hi, beautiful. I mean, come on. Let me just pretend for a moment that she's right. But they do. Like, I enjoy doing my guy's laundry when I'm with a guy. I enjoy cooking for them. Like, I enjoy being with them. What are you trying to prove? Like, you don't have to do any of that. I don't know. It's just crazy. Bible, by their fruits you shall know them. Measure each channel by what they do, who they support, how they make folks feel. The Bible never lies. I love that, B lady. That is so right. By their fruits you shall know them. And that's what it says in the Bible. And that's why when, like, this particular person talks about how she's so da da da, but everything she says and does is against that. So it triggers me. I don't know. It does. Okay, I'm going to drop the link so Picker can come up. You're craving Buenos? The Walking Dead makes you cry? We should all buy Bella chocolate Buenos for Valentine's Day. It's never too late to fulfill that in yourself. You can relive it in your children and grandchildren to be and a good man when you find one. Someday, I hope I will. But right now, let's see. B Lady's not, is she the only member in here? So do I. It's fun to take care of a man if he's right. Yes, it goes that way, right? Sexual comments. Oh, I'm not sure if B Lady is slyly making sexual comments or not. Nothing specific. Bella did close her Patreon a couple of months back, but the membership is still going. Yeah, you should be able to find the membership, B Lady, under the like the membership videos that I've posted under the community tab or whatever. I post them there. Ooh, it's getting steamy in here. Well, and there's nothing, there's nothing wrong. I know. A very long time, honey. Didn't you used to go to Dee Dee's channel also? You know what's funny? That book that Dee Dee's been reading or just got done reading, I've shown it to you guys before, probably a year ago. Yeah. But, it's just some of them aren't here tonight, honey. It doesn't seem like most of them are here tonight. It's hit and miss. But there's a few people who haven't been here in a while that are here, and I love that. So we're still doing the journey from abandonment to healing. I have this one, Getting Past Your Breakup. Somebody sent me this, and you know who you are. And then I bought this, the Grief Recovery Handbook. There's Sean. There's a member. There's another member. And then this is something Coffee got me. It's a journal. Blessed is the man who trusts in the Lord, whose trust is the Lord. He is like a tree planted by water that sends out its roots by the stream, and does not fear when heat comes, for its leaves remain green, and is not anxious in the year of drought, for it does not cease to bear fruit. Jeremiah 17, 7-8. My kids are doing great. Tomorrow's my boy's birthday. And then my prayer journal. Let me see. Yes. This is a date thing that I have to do. So we can, but this is a good book. If you're a Christian woman and you want to try to live as a Christian woman, Marlene Evans, that's a good book. I've met this woman. I met this woman and a lot of other authors of these books because I was off. Are you off to bed, Sean? No, I'm not making a cake. Oh, Picker doesn't want to go up? Picker, you suck. So I met a lot of these women at the women's conferences I used to go to. Oh, maybe I'll make the cheesecake. Maybe I will make that. He loves that. Oh, the book that Dee Dee just got done reading is Dealing with People You Can't Stand, I think. Yeah, Mark, his birthday is tomorrow. Where do you get the books? This one I got, you can get this one online, I believe. It comes with the CD also. But I bought this at the conference. So here's just a good part. I'll just read this little one too. If you're married, okay? You have to be up in 5 hours? Okay, honey. Sleep good. Are you feeling better? Are you weakening your husband? Have you decided you want a strong husband? As he tries to become stronger, do you weaken him? Do you realize what you are doing? Far too many wives know how to make themselves pretty and coy, say to their husband. You aren't going out soul winning again tonight, are you? You know how to keep him home, then you see that you keep him there, and he is weakened. After he is weakened, you have no respect for him, and then you don't want what you've helped to create. Ask God to keep you from making this kind of practice a part of your marriage. Many a woman chips away at her boyfriend or husband, gets her way, and then ultimately loses the boyfriend or husband. Sometimes she does not lose her husband, but she wonders why she has such a weak husband. I know a teacher who, in a cute way, changed her principal's mind several times each year and was surprised when she was fired. There are times when, for the good of all concerned, you can talk over issues in a businesslike way. You know the difference between being a help and being bossy. So many times our main concern is just getting our own way, not helping anyone or anything. Who needs a bossy woman? Who wants to be a bossy woman? If the test caused you to think that you are a bossy woman, ask God for help from Him, His Word, and His people. Humble yourselves, therefore, under the mighty hand of God, that He may exalt you in due time. 1 Peter 5:6. Put them in mind to be subject to principalities and powers, to obey magistrates, to be ready to every good work. Titus 3:1. So anyways, it just talks about saturate yourself with scripture. Lonely people need Jesus. On which side of caution are you? It talks about clothing. Talks about clothing. Do I want to wear clothes that help me look as different from a man as possible? What garment is as different as possible from those that most men wear? Of course, a skirt or a dress. Do I want to learn to walk, sit, and stand as differently from a man as possible? Now, some people would say, that's sexist, that's this, that's that. Well, no, there's a reason. There's a reason women should dress a certain way. I've heard men say so many times, I miss seeing a woman in a dress. Like when I used to always wear dresses and skirts to church, and I'd go to the store after on the way home from church, and a man would see me in the store and he'd be like, it's so nice to see a woman in a skirt, a long skirt, or a dress. You just don't see them that much anymore. Anyways, it talks about dress in here. It talks about standards. The perfect 7. Not too low, not too tight, not too short, not too dowdy, not too extreme, not too mannish, not too sheer or bare. It talks about your clothing reveals your attitude about yourself and authority. The world's greatest home breakers, children. The world's greatest home breakers, children. So yeah, I have a lot of books that I love just, thumbing through. I used to wear long dresses a lot. At least somebody in here is getting sex because God, me neither. Wait, who's getting it? Sean? Oh, Picker, I got to drop the link. What have I missed? Oh, I went to a lot of ladies' conferences for church in that 9 years. We had lots of women's conferences. Well, happy birthday to your son. Oh, thank you, Sean. I will tell him. I seen your OnlyFans. I like to dress up sometimes. Oh, that was probably loud. I like to dress up sometimes, Invite. Picker, I'm dropping the link. And but sometimes I don't. I have to admit, I love jeans. And at church, they didn't like women, especially if you were a woman in position, like if you were a Sunday school teacher, if you were in the choir, if stuff like that. If you you rode the bus, if you're on bus duty where we went and picked up, it was so sad. We'd go pick up kids to come to Sunday school, the bus kids, and their parents. The kids would be so excited. Their parents would be home, hungover, or high on drugs. We'd feed them at church. It was so sad. Did you ever post a recipe for that cake you made on your community tab? The cherry cheese cream pie? I believe I did. I'll have to look, or I can just do it again. Sean, what happened to that girl you were seeing? Have you noticed? I haven't been vaping that much. I'm so proud of myself. That sounds crackly. For one, I don't really like that vape juice. Ugh. It's peach. I mean, I'm waiting for some of mine to come in the mail, but okay. B lady, message me on TikTok if you don't see it. Okay, I will post it. Well, I'm going to post it for members only because only a few people get to see it. Okay, so Carly and Anitra, and I'm sure B Lady's not interested, but I don't know, whoever, if you're interested, we can continue reading on a little bit in this book if you want. I bought you a sexy, handsome human man. Ooh. Ooh. Did that come with a pole? Does that come with a pole? I'm so tempted to cut my hair again, to do the inverted, but I'm not doing it. I'm going to let it grow. It's just going through that phase, though, that I can't do anything with it. You know what I mean? You guys know what I mean. I cannot do anything with this hair right now. And since it's cold out, my hair gets really staticky. Yeah, but God's got someone waiting for Sean. Yes, and a few audiences. Nice. Let's see. Oh, Picker, I didn't see that you started a what you call it? I didn't see that you started a hangout message or a Picker's here. Thank you so much, B lady. Picker, is this you? Okay. Is it you?
Yeah.
Okay. How can you hear me? You guys, I have my mic plugged in. Can you guys still hear?
Is there an echo? I can hear an echo.
I do have those wigs. Yes. You can hear an echo?
I did.
Oh, I think
Yeah.
I
Oh
need
no,
to.
it's gone now. It's gone now.
Oh, is it gone? Because I was wondering, maybe do I need to unplug my mic, do you think?
It seems fine now. I think.
You guys, can you let us know if there's an echo? Eka? I was gonna
Echo.
say hi to Becca. Hi,
Oh,
Becca. How are you, honey? I should wear those wigs. Hmm. I don't know. I'm just so boring, you guys. Like, there's so many things I think of, so many ideas I have for things I want to do on here. I'm just so boring. Like, I don't know. I just don't do it.
you, you're not boring. You've been talking for the last hour and 15 minutes.
And I'm
Everyone's still
boring.
here. No, you're not. Everyone's still here. Everyone's still chatting. You got more people coming in.
Oh, okay.
It's
Am I
it's just
boring, you
nice.
guys?
Not boring. It's just like you're good company. You know.
Sean. Well, thank you, Picker. Sean, that's the time when you will find someone is when you give up looking. That's the right time. Right, Picker?
I don't know. Guess so.
Picker's got a lovely wife.
Hey,
Aw,
Robert.
thank you. Hey, Robert. I'm never bored. I can talk about anything, really. Um, so give me a topic.
Well, you were just saying that you've got so many ideas for
Hmm.
this and that. I don't know if
Yeah,
you were talking about for your live stream for your YouTube channel.
yeah,
Um, but I mean, these things take effort to implement. So we don't all have unlimited energy. So it's kind
yeah,
of normal that you've not done everything that you want. You know, so
yeah.
it seems like
Okay,
you're
hold
just
on.
giving yourself a hard time for no particular reason.
I know, but hold on. I'm gonna do something. I'm gonna be sporadic.
Hey, Robert. Native? No, she's not Australian.
Yeah, and for this room, I just got to dedicate this room to all my YouTube stuff because I always end up picking everything up and having to put everything away like afterwards. I just need to leave it. I have a couple blonde wigs so out there. My sister is born again Christian. She's been serving the Lord faithfully for years. She's a sign interpreter. She goes soul winning. That's what I used to do, Carly. Yes. And I have to say, I have my, do I hear my son's car? I have my soul winning book right here. And I've actually won souls to Christ. You know, it's funny when I hear people say, I'm going to save people. No, you don't save anybody. You can win souls to Christ, but you don't save them. You don't have that power to save them. It's funny. Okay, let's try this wig. Here we go.
So you're not tempted to go back to the hair extensions?
No, those ruined my hair. I won't do it. I have the clip on ones. I was going through my bathroom and getting rid of so much stuff. You wouldn't believe how many extensions. I found so many packs of clip ins, so many tape ins. I'm like, I threw away the tape in ones. I'm like, I'm never putting those in my hair again. It ruined my hair. Okay, here we go. Let's try this. Okay. Wait. Okay, here we go. I used to have blonde hair, believe it or not. Okay, here's the, here's the blonding. Ugh,
You look like an 80s rocker from Van
yeah, I look
Halen or something.
rocker chick, right?
Yeah.
I need to brush it, but I don't know. The bangs just kind of drive me crazy. Ooh, wow. Ooh, wow. Okay, there. Okay, there it
Looks
is,
kind of
Mark.
nice.
Huh?
It looks kind of nice. I prefer your natural hair though.
Yeah, a lot of people like my dark hair, but some people like the blonde. When I had it blonde, some people like the blonde. I think it washes out my skin with the blonde. I don't like blonde on me. I used to in the summertime. I would get like caramel highlights just in the dark hair.
Hmm.
Hey, honey Kay, how are you? You know, I used to get the blonde highlights,
Mark's a
but
fan. Mark likes
hmm?
the blonde. Mark likes the blonde.
Oh, he does.
Mm.
I don't know, dark or blonde. I don't know. I would never go blonde again, anyways. My eyes are too dark. I just think it looks weird when girls have dark brown eyes and then they have blonde hair. But some
Right.
can pull it off, you know. I don't. I just think it washes out my skin. Looking better. Does it look, Becca? Do you like the blonde or the dark hair better? Dark hair suits. Yeah. Thank you. Sean likes it. He likes it dark. Aw. Hi, little Laura. Little Laura. You like the dark? Everybody likes it dark. I guess that's the win.
Yep.
The darker
Dark
is
hair's
better.
the win. Yep.
There we go.
And you don't have any grey hair or much grey hair.
I do. I have my son stands almost 6'4", right?
Right.
He told me one time, he's like hugging me and he looks down at the top of my, he's like, Mom. I'm like, what? He goes, you have so much gray hair. He scared the shit out of me because I can't see back here, right? I don't look back there. I'm like, what do you mean I have so much? He goes, no, he goes, you have a few in the back. I have a few, like
Well, it
in
does. It
here.
doesn't show. Doesn't show on camera.
It doesn't.
No.
And this is all natural right here. You can kind of tell where it was dyed down here. So you can tell the difference. It's like
Right.
this. And I cannot wait to grow that crap so I can cut it off. Ugh, that
Right.
ruined my hair. I don't know why I even did it. I do that sometimes. I just do spontaneous shit and then I regret it. Like I'll cut it and then I'll cry because I cut it. I just sometimes want to change, you know?
Mm.
And here's
That
the other.
blonde wig. That blonde wig can be your Karen wig. So when you do rant videos, you can put that on.
When I do what videos?
Rant
Rant.
videos.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
when you go on a rant. Yeah.
There you go. Yeah, rant videos.
If
And
you do
here's my
your
other. Here's the other blonde one. It's got like darker roots, but then it's blonde. This thing needs to be brushed. This is longer. And then I have a couple dark ones.
Are you gonna put that one on? You gonna show
No,
us?
it's blonde. It's the same. I hate putting on wigs. They're too hot.
Right.
Then I've got like a black one, a long black one. I've got a long brown one. I don't even know why I got these. I should just shave my head and wear wigs. What do you think?
Probably not. Probably wouldn't do that.
Let it all grow out, and then it'll be healthy once it grows up. It'll probably all grow out gray. So no thanks.
But your hair is very nice hair. You know, I'm not a hair specialist, but looks very nice to me. Very healthy, nice color.
You have to color the roots in. Well, they do have. You have to take the sweater off, Mark. Um, so picker 26.
Yeah.
I love it. My younger brother. Have you considered balayage? I think that would go. Yes, that would be nice, but I don't know if my hair is so short. I don't know how that would work. Isn't that mainly honey cake? Isn't that for longer hair? I'll take my sweater off for a dono. No, I'm just kidding. Hey, I'll start. That's what I'll do. No, not to stick up for Karens. I met a lady named Karen, and she is the sweetest, most loving, nurturing woman I've ever met in my life. She must be the exception. I hear me laughing on your end.
Oh, do you? I'm wearing headphones. I'm not sure why.
So, you guys, Picker has a channel. I know many of you guys know, but some of you might not. Okay, good night, Sean. Thanks for coming in, honey. Um, you too, sweetie. What did I just ask? Oh, oh, everybody, make sure you're subscribed to Picker's channel. He's got a, he does he posts a lot of true crime, like crime stuff.
Yeah. Yeah.
Picker Rock. So, yes.
Oh, thank you. I do. I'm getting kind of addicted to posting true crime videos, but I don't do a very good job of it. I only get a few views per video, but I don't know. I'm finding it interesting. So
Interested, you're very interested, Carly, in what, honey? He just posted his channel. There you go. Yeah, and so he talks about, or he
terrible,
posts.
terrible, disgusting cases. It's horrific.
Well, it is. There's
It
some
is.
because I see it come up, and I read some of them sometimes, or I look it up. He's got. I mean,
It's all very
just
nasty.
you should be like right at the front of my what you call it. Um, did you didn't change the name of your channel, did you?
No.
There it is. Gosh, why is it weird? Okay, so like 3 of 9 suspects plead guilty to fatally shooting woman forced into abandoned well.
Yeah.
Oh, bond denied for mother and partner charged with killing 8-year-old girl and reporting her missing. Geez, 2 young children rescued from feces-caked, trash-laden house of horrors. What?
Yeah. There's so many of these. They're like literally every day. There's half a dozen to a dozen articles about either mostly child murder or a
Yeah,
child being severely injured or
tortured
such.
or
Yeah,
neglected. Like this is the
ex-
one I saw you post earlier. Mother kills 3-year-old daughter due to heroin withdrawals.
yeah. She was hallucinating, and SpongeBob SquarePants told her to kill her daughter. And her brother, her 17-year-old brother, looked for the child because they'd gone missing, and he went outside to the where the bins are, and he
Yeah.
saw a foot. He saw a foot sticking out of the bin,
No.
and it was the little 3-year-old.
Becca subscribed. Thanks, honey.
Thanks, Becca. But yeah, I mean, it's
That's
really horrific stuff.
that's sad. What's good? What's going wrong with people?
I don't know. I mean, I guess this is like has always been the case, but I'm looking at some, a lot of crime articles, and um, today, Seattle. There's a new report saying violent crime in Seattle is the highest it's been for 14 years. Um, Nothing to do with the defunding of the police, of course. But yeah, there's in Philadelphia. There's way more carjackings than there ever has been. There's all kinds of violent crime going on constantly.
Too many.
Does seem
Why
to,
are so many kids getting killed? It's so sad.
yeah, it is.
Mm-mm.
I
I
mean,
don't like.
it's not particularly good. I mean, you got to say mental illness.
Right.
Um, but yeah, it's terrible. And yeah, it's not even just the murders. It's beating, it's torturing the kids, beating them.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and it's so horrific. There's one I made a video, I think last
Native
week.
Princess subscribe to. Sorry.
A 7-week old girl
Mm-hmm.
murdered, and I won't tell you exactly what happened to a 7-week old
Huh.
girl. I think it was a girl, but the
Native
absolute worst
subscribe.
happened. And when they do the I can't think of the right word now, but when they examine the body, they're able to determine that
Autopsy. Mm-hmm.
yeah, the autopsy, the coroner examination, they're able to determine that there's been multiple bone fractures over a period of time. So
Mm-hmm.
a lot of these kids that die, and a lot of them are 2 years old, 3 years old, or younger, they've
And they.
already had multiple fractures which have healed. So they're being tortured for
Mhm.
their entire lives.
Yeah, and I just want to tell you, Native Princess, subscribe to your channel.
Thank you.
Anitra, did you try turning off your notifications and then turning them back on? So sad. We tried for 17 years to have a biological child. I raised my stepson. Finally was blessed with a little girl. It kills me to hear those sad stories. Well, I'm glad you were able to get a child because that's the biggest blessing ever is having a child or being able to raise a child. And whenever I see kids, I just want to give them a big hug, and like play with them, like take them out, do fun stuff, get them ice cream. Like I love to see the smile on their face. I love to hear their laughs. It's like, how can anybody want to hurt a poor innocent child? It takes a sick person.
Sick, yeah. I mean, bullies, just I don't know,
Hmm.
psychopaths, whatever they are.
Yeah.
But and a lot of them, their prison sentences can be pretty light.
Hmm.
Um, so there's a case which happened in England, and it's terrible. Star Hobson and her mother and her mother's lesbian partner tortured her, beat her multiple times, and she died. I think she was three. She was two or three, and the mother got sentenced. I can't remember. I've got this slightly wrong, I'm sure, but she was sentenced to like 8 years, something like
Hmm.
that. That's crazy. They
Mm-mm.
should just have automatic life prison or automatic death penalty.
Hmm. I think people that abuse a child, SA them, physically
Yep.
abuse, should get life or have this castration, something, because you've ruined that child's life. You've
Yep.
possibly created another one to do
Yep.
the same thing. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
They've done something that will possibly cause that child to go on and hurt children when they get older. teenagers even that will do it, and it's just they're too light on these people.
They are. Sorry for being so depressing, but there's a case in America where um, a trans person, so a male to female trans person, was convicted of SAing a 10-year-old girl. And
Mm,
I'm going to get this slightly wrong, but not that wrong. He's got jailed for, I think, 10 months. And the judge didn't want him to go to an adult jail. They wanted him to go to a youth detention facility. It's
mm-mm.
crazy. It's like just insanely light sentencing.
It is. Look, Robert's cat's learning how to type. That's
How's your,
crazy.
have you practiced your typing today?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yep.
Are you as fast as Robert's cat?
Um, I think I'm better than that.
Right.
These suckers are so good.
Uh-huh. Is it just sugar, or is it infused with any specialties?
Well, they're supposed to clean your teeth.
Oh,
Mm-hmm. I got them a long time ago.
right.
Oh, we thought you fell asleep on your phone. um, I just have to say, Nancy Pelosi, she needs to. Sorry, but pass on already.
So she's going for a re-election or something?
Mm-hmm. Mm.
Right.
She's too old.
Yeah.
When she talks, she's like shaking and like. Good night, Carly. Thanks for hanging with us, honey. Can we just
Night,
adopt all the
Carly.
babies? Yeah, that would be awesome. Thanks for popping in, sweetheart. See you next time, hopefully. Um, I would love to adopt. Oh, I've talked about that. If I won the lottery and I could buy a bunch of land and build places on it, I would literally adopt as many kids as I could. You know, it's like these people that don't want their kids. If I knew that they were going to kill their kids, I would be knocking on their door saying, "Give me your child. I'll take care of them." You know, but you just there's no warning.
Would you consider being a foster parent? Like, don't you get paid to be a foster parent?
You do, but here's the thing. I used to want to really work for social services, but I thought about it, and the kind of personality I have,
Mm.
I would not. Oh, I used to always eat those Magnum ice creams. Oh, anyways, I I haven't had one in a long time. Sorry. Thanks, Paul. Um, I would get too attached.
Yep.
So if I was able to foster, I mean, but then I would look at it and think, you know what? At least I made a difference in their lives. But if I was able to foster a child or two or three or whatever and bonded with them, saw like changes in them, they were happy, and then they got sent back home and something happened, I
Yep.
I don't know what I do.
Right.
Mm-mm.
So that happens a lot. Kids get sent back.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And
And
that's
it's
not
sad.
necessarily that's not necessarily what the kids want or need.
Mm-mm. Ooh, I have 3 things of Haagen-Dazs little pints of ice cream in my freezer. I totally forgot about. Oh, she did, Anitra? Yeah, CPS. I used to want to do that, but after I had my own kids, I'm like, I would be too attached. And, you can't do anything about it when, you know, they make a decision, right? Mm-mm.
Mm.
Would you be a foster parent?
Me?
Mm-hmm.
Um, well, I mean, no, not really. It was not something I would look to do, but who knows where the world's heading? You know, don't want to talk about conspiracy theories, but who knows what's going to happen in the
Mm-hmm.
world? Maybe there
Mm-hmm.
is disruption to such an extent that there are a lot of orphans. Could possibly happen.
Mm-hmm.
So if there was an absolute need to, then yeah, I'd step up to do that. But I don't think it would be anything I'd seek to do.
And
Yeah,
it's really sad because a lot of people don't want like the older kids.
right. They don't want troublemakers. Would that be it? They don't want
Mhm.
troubled kids that are just going to cause problems.
Right.
I think
Or
I'm.
also they want the little cute little babies. Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Um, can you post my TikTok for Mark?
yeah,
Thank you.
it's all right. Yeah, what Native says is really sad. Yeah, postpartum depression. I do
Mm-hmm.
feel empathy for mothers that abandon their children, or some of them, murder the newborns. Um, yeah, it's terrible. So it's hard to know what to think about it, but
Mm-hmm.
I feel empathy for them. Hey, Ace.
Yo,
Yo, yo,
sup?
yo, yo.
Thank you, Picker.
It's all right.
We got already 10. Every time I think I'm just gonna come on here for a little bit, I don't really have much to say. And then all of a sudden I'm on here for 2 hours.
People enjoy your company even when you don't have anything to say.
And to me that's like why? You know what I mean?
Why?
Like why do people want to hang out with me?
You're nice. You're nice. You're
I am
nice,
nice.
friendly, fun, kind. Even if you don't have a particular topic to talk about, you find something to talk about. Yeah, you're open to conversation, and you
Mm-hmm.
you talk with chat. You engage with chat all the time. So, you
Always.
know, always, yes, you're right. That is your forte.
I think some people have actually learned from me on Tik
I'm sure.
on here because there's people that I know watch that never used to talk to their chat ever. And now they do what I do. They go down the line like I do. Nobody ever did this. Oh, good night, Ace. Good night, Mark. Good night, Anita. Good night, honey. Thank you for
Yeah.
coming on. Oh, thank you. You're so. Yeah, same exact thing. I'm like, you never did that before.
Yeah, but also you're very sincere. So I can't remember who mentioned it before, but yeah, you're sincere.
Mm-hmm.
It just comes across as genuine, and you do get to know your audience.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of us have opened up to you, and perhaps not me in particular, but Anitra, for example, tells you about what's going on with her and her life, and you're genuinely interested. You genuinely want your audience to look after themselves, and
Mm-hmm.
so people enjoy it. You develop a nice community. So it's nice being here, as Becca says.
Yes, Becca, it's nice having you here. It's nice having all of you here. And another thing is there's never hate in my chat. Can you imagine this? 4 years I've been on here, and
Yeah,
maybe a handful of times there's been
yeah,
an argument in the chat, but
yeah,
not like flat out hate.
yeah,
And I love it. Again, yes, I'm a small channel, but that's why. Like, because if I was a drama channel or if I was, like I said, I could do that very easily, but I don't want those kind of people. You know what I'm saying? Honey Cake Girl says,
Also, sorry, you carry on.
She says,
Um,
Bella, I will say, because you are willing to listen and engage. Even if you don't agree with your chat, you are sincere. And that makes it easy to open up and learn about other perspectives. Thank you. Yes, thank you, honey. And I like it. Even if you guys don't agree with me, you share your opinions and your thoughts. And we don't get mad at each other and say, "Forget it, I'm not coming back." What were
yeah.
you gonna say, Cooper?
Also, you're very welcoming to new people and
Hmm.
even trolls. You know, you can have some maybe younger people come in and they're a little bit edgy. They want to stir things a little bit, and you play along with them. You know, as long as they
Yeah.
don't go overboard. Um, I like that. I think it's good.
Good night, Native. Sweet dreams, honey. I'll see you soon.
All right. Well, I'll drop down because it seems like
Yeah, I'm
you're
gonna get going
want to
too.
stay.
So thanks for
So
coming up.
you're welcome. I'll drop.
Everyone say goodnight to Picker. Thank him for coming up on panel. Um, and I think I'm gonna jump off of here too. I do have some stuff I can get done still around here tonight. So thank you guys for hanging tonight. And I'm glad I came on. I wasn't going to, but I'm glad I did. Like I said, I got my lights. I've had them for almost a month and I finally put them up. Now I just need to, I have to figure out what I'm going to do with this behind me. Any ideas, feel free to share them with me. It's therapeutic. Thank you, Mark. Good night, Honey Kay. Good night, Anitra and Picker and Mark and Native and Robert and Becca and Paul, Crown, Carly. I think Sean's gone, but Sean and anyone else that's here but isn't necessarily typing in the comments. Once Bella wraps up, let Amita background should be platform and stripper bowl. Oh my gosh. How about I don't know, I want to do some I want to do something real colorful back here, but also like I could do something colorful here. I need to get a new desk and then just have my things right here that I like. All right, you guys. Good night, Robert. Become a member. There you go. Thank you, Mark. I'm working on it. I'm working on a lot of things. That's why you haven't seen me much, you guys. I've got a lot to work on, a lot to recover from and grow. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? But Mark, maybe I'll see you over on my TikTok sometime. All right, you guys. Good night. Sweet dreams. Sleep with the angels. Until next time, I'll see you. Bye.